Academic article. Title: Does the interaction between human and artificial intelligence machine reduce the interpersonal relationships at the workplace? The Case of Virtual Assistant or Chatbot. By Sarah FEBRISSY, Doing Research with Love. Narrated by Sasha John. Contact information on www.lava.com. Abstract. The aim of this research is to study the organizational adoption of virtual assistants (VA) as a phenomenon which impacts interpersonal relationships (IR) at the workplace. We argue that cognitive computing with artificial intelligence (AI) reinforces the human/AI machine interaction (HMI) thanks to continuous innovations in task performance and human attribute functionalities. The chatbot as a social agent redesigns collaborators' needs for interactions, which reshapes the paradigms of relational dynamics. Using a qualitative approach, data were collected from 111 participants based on their affected use of cognitive assistance at work, along with their experiences and opinions. Results show familiarity with chatbot usage, perception of its organizational gains, and issues for improvement. From the context raised, HMI and IR emerged to be not solely compared, but correlated. The use of cognitive assistance seems to reinforce the user's relationship with colleagues, and would also enhance teamwork. However, human contact and communication with managers seem to decrease. The findings lead to a clearer understanding of the micro-level cognitive challenges related to communication in the context of AI, toward greater individual satisfaction and collective performance. Content. 1. Introduction. 2. Theoretical framework. 3. Research design. 4. Discussion and conclusion. 5. References. 1. Introduction. Artificial intelligence is a popular topic that currently receives all attention. Development of solutions and uses, public and private investments, as well as massive communications. These cognitive computing technologies would require academics to revisit many theories, books, researches, hypotheses, and theses. 10. AI has embedded virtual assistants, which are solutions that allow users conversational exchanges with natural language processing enabled systems, NLP. Known for both personal and professional uses, they are expected to be the next masterpiece of industrial conversation. 12, and the norm by 2025, 30. Even if chatbots existed since 1954, the real buzz only started in 2016, due to the recent innovations in AI technologies. 9. Virtual assistants are developed to understand, reason, learn, and interact with the human. Chatbots would be one of the best ways to facilitate HMI by allowing users to express their interests, wishes, or queries directly and naturally by speaking, typing, and clicking too. Their global market is currently evaluated for $12 billion and estimated to double by 2022, Informatique News, 2019. By 2020, virtual assistants for consumers and even those used internally will generate about $600 billion, TMA Associates, 2017. Appraisals for return on investment give figures in $1 billion and millions of work hours in profits and cost saving, the FinTech Times, 2019. Conversational technology is becoming the favorite sector for investors, research and markets, 2018. The cognitive assistants are mainly integrated into the service sectors and relational processes. Priority is the reinforcement of digital marketing and modernization of customer relationship management by reducing the need for internet sites and apps and strengthening communication, with real-time accessibility for information requests and operation executions. Yet, enterprises are starting to rely on cognitive assistants to support IT, HR, and administration self-service. This implies changes in human paradigms regarding organizational communication and relational dynamics at the workplace. Many studies are interested in this disruptive phenomenon, especially through the prism of client relations. Within the scope of the corporation, social impact investigations are at a macro, socioeconomic, and meso-organizational engineering levels. However, little research emphases on AI adoption on the collaborators' perceptions, attitudes, and behaviors. The examination of this micro dimension is encouraged, 39, because cognitive assistant development is striving for a bolder IT relationship with the users, and thus its identity as a social agent. To the predominance of cognitive studies about HMI, this research intends to assess the current use of virtual assistants and the mechanisms of these structural changes in the individual sphere. Interpersonal relationships at work are indeed critical because they can be a source of well-being and performance, or, at the opposite, the cause of major psychosocial risks. We first explored a literature review which has validated the anticipated popularity of chatbot organizational adoption. Firstly, the context raises potential new conversational behaviors. The latter argument gives human resource management a significant impact on the AI discussion table. Secondly, a qualitative survey was conducted upon a sample of 111 participants recruited on Mechanical Turk crowdsourcing platform to engage in a grounded theory exploration based on the voice of the participants. Thirdly, we proposed a conceptual model of the research problem, along with hypotheses formulated from our findings, as materials for further theorization. We address the issue to help identify gaps in cognitive science literature and to provide insights about the individual dimension needed to better apprehend the micro effects of AI adoption on the people management. Two. Theoretical framework. Despite excitement and fear that AI replaces, assists, or enhances human capabilities, 8 studies are still lacking on the impact of increased cognitive computing on an individual degree. With the presence of AI social agents increasingly becoming human-like, individuals tend to fictionize interpersonal relationships with them by transposing aspects of the human-to-human relation. 1. Therefore, the HMI phenomenon is an opportunity for research in cognitive science to contribute to the discovery of unexpected relationships and ways to resolve tensions and ambiguities in research on AI. 41. The HMI underpinned by this disruptive technology appears to be the main issue of these innovations to simplify access to common computer tools whose complexity sometimes, multiplicity, and intensity of use are a source of techno-stress and burnout. 4. Yet, few studies focus on the impact of this cognitive alleviation and other individual effects in terms of satisfaction, efficiency, motivation, communication, and well-being at work. Beyond this observation lies the need for HR organizations to ensure good collaboration between employees and systems as well as between human brain and silicon brain. Microsoft, 2018. Recent developments in AI and the undeniable effects on structure and working conditions have mobilized various academic disciplines. But they have received little attention from HR researchers, despite the risk of disruption of traditional HR practices in the organizations. 25. 2.1. Organizational adoption of virtual assistants. The current use of chatbots for customer relationship processes is already modifying the employee/customer relationships and the internal organization of the customer service department. These conversational applications are being duplicated in self-service support. 37. For illustration, in the next 5 to 7 years, the current demands of financial services will be managed through interaction with digital assistants. 24. The concerns of HR about chatbots target the organizational processes. They perform automated recruitment, seeking to enhance corporate attractiveness and expand the pool of potential candidates. 38. They are also effective during new employee onboarding, to access the various documentation they must become familiar with. Training is also a fruitful field for the implementation of intelligent agents. Cognitive assistants become learning partners. 15. Although the interest in the novelty of chatbots falls more when the partner is a human. 14. Probably inviting to a hybrid human/AI machine combination for efficient pedagogical support. Furthermore, intelligent agents ensure interactive HR self-service that provide highly personalized assistance. 29. They also serve as collaborative platforms handling project 27 and planning management 28. Aside from their functional and organizational dimensions, chatbots can be in charge of social missions such as assessing the dynamics of the workplace, listening to staff grievances, suggesting ways to make teams more productive 31, and gathering anonymous reporting of harassment and discrimination at work 23. Mental coach bots and social robotics are being developed to help manage psychosocial risks 32. According to a survey, Harvard Business School, 2016, managers at all levels devote 54% of their time to administrative coordination and control tasks, for which 90% of them would trust AI assistance. So, managers can amplify their dedication to social and soft skills such as networking, coaching, and collaboration, which are often underestimated, but considered to be the competencies that will help them stand out in a world where AI performs many of the recurring tasks. However, scientists say conversational bots that can be always active, highly engaged, and extremely personalized companions are very likely to become the new HR managers 35. Research on AI in the HR field is few compared to those on client relations. When applied to HR, studies are interested in chatbot adoption in key HR processes, such as recruitment, training, and internal support processes. Even rarer is research regarding the effects of adopting virtual assistants on people management dynamics, and its impact at an individual level, as some users can develop strong emotional links with their personal assistants 22. We consider that contemporary organizational communication is made of two major components: interpersonal relationships, IR, which can be formal and informal, and the evolving human/AI machine interaction, HMI. We would like to consider a potential correlation between the two, giving a more complete picture of the work environment mutations. 2.2. Human/AI machine interaction, HMI. Formerly defined as a human working remotely for a company, the term virtual assistant now refers to software used as a natural language conversational interface with users for the provision of data and services in such a disruptive way that it will eliminate the need for websites and mobile applications. 9. Virtual assistants are developed to facilitate access to information system resources through AI human attributes to simplify the digital environment by amplifying natural interactions with chatbots. The ergonomic abilities of virtual assistants could reduce burnout and technostress generated by traditional information systems and thus seek to reintroduce comfort and well-being at work. 17. Human/machine interaction is predominant in AI literature to evaluate the social interaction between human and robot 2014, 19, especially to compare it with the human-to-human interaction 18, 26. The director of Apple, Siri Chatbot, attests that through AI, we can progress in the areas of satisfaction, compassion, and deeper relationships. Those are points on which our society has made little progress to inspire us with connection, reflection, and joy, while asserting that these frustrations can potentially be absorbed by the adoption of conversational assistants. Les Echos, 2019. We understand that beyond the technological breakthrough, we are facing challenges to develop a clear understanding of AI adoption on intrinsic human paradigms. Although an effective chatbot without personality is preferable to an incapable chatbot with personality, Answer Lab 2018, scientists invest in anthropomorphism, attributing cognitive attributes and personality to chatbots, to facilitate the social interaction between human and robot, as the new class of technologies takes us from automation to self-reliance through a human-centered approach, to restore trust between the human and the computer. 40. If the impact of AI adopting seems so critical to human relationships, it is because researchers have long acknowledged that computers are social agents, CASA, meaning that humans tend to respond socially to computers, attributing them a personality and human qualities. 7. Although the current technologies cannot fully integrate the characteristics of human morality, popular cultural representations lead users to consider social machines, digital assistants, chatbots, robots, as moral agents, which is an essential perception to developing and maintaining relationships. It is becoming increasingly important for human communication and technology specialists to explore this apparent moral agent dimension. 5. The HMI technologies embody cognitive development for the design, implementation, and evaluation of interactive computer systems. Stefanidis sustains that the aim of HCI/HMI is to ensure the safety, utility, effectiveness, efficiency, accessibility, and usability of such systems. 36. These constructs can assess HMI, support the examination of the impact of increased AI automation on individuals. 39. And identify the circumstances in which humans value interactions with machines. 21. 2.3. Interpersonal Relationships, IR. An overview of the virtual assistant organizational adoption led us to the HMI concept and indicated that from the point of view of human resource management, social sciences, and organizational behavior, relevant problematics still need to be better identified and explored. Emphasis on HMI reminds us that from our conception, interaction is a vital need that shapes, builds, blossoms, or affects us. It is the same in our workplace. As the relationship between human and machine grows, the interpersonal relationships that coexist are being challenged. AI adoption redistributes the information sharing and the hierarchical structure that shape relational dynamics. For contextual understandings, we seek to establish the state of human relationships in organizations to evaluate chatbot contribution at an individual cognitive level. Few studies have been recently dedicated to the global mutation and state of interpersonal relationships at the workplace. However, several market studies and analysis report high levels of psychosocial risks. According to Dr. Legerin, psychiatrist, 2019, 25% of employees feel under hyperstress, and 500,000 workers per year in France suffer from work-related mental illness due to lack of an active managerial presence in times of changes. The human dimension we observe in the management issues show that the human interpersonal role can be questioned if not properly fulfilled. Mr. Bouzou, economist, 2019, is stating that management as it is practiced in most companies is no longer adapted to the economy, and most managers who are not willing to be a resource put constraints on the organization instead of raising them. Poor human interactions cause stress, conflicts, absenteeism, turnover, and other manifestations of unhealthy working conditions. Leadership style is a determinant of social climate and team performance, Hay Group, and this context refers to communication as the primary means of interpersonal relationships. The question of the quality of interpersonal relationships to reduce the direct and indirect costs of conflict is a major concern for businesses and governments because of unproductivity and social costs. How can the use of chatbots minimize the effects of relational dysfunctions such as information not shared, loss of productivity, tension between employees, and affected customer service? The chatbot provides comprehensive and consistent information while ensuring objectivity. As a social agent, it supports a part of the business relationship that could reduce misunderstandings, confrontations, or frustrations between humans. People apply natural social interdependence that allows a user to form a team relationship with a computer by perceiving it as credible, friendly, and attractive. 43. Therefore, studies committed to research between communication and information sciences which are at the intersection of organizational transformations are strongly recommended. Lemoine, 2015. Emilova states that the interpersonal relationship theory, IRT, sets out different dimensions of interaction between people: attraction and hostility, compatibility and incompatibility, unity and distance, cooperation and conflict. 13. Giving us a concrete path to investigate the interpersonal relationships. This descriptive situation must be complemented by the search for human issues related to the use of social agents at the workplace. 3. Research design. The study intends to assess the attitudes and behaviors of users of conversational agents at work. The problematic has emerged to be the relevant other side of the concept of human/machine interaction induced by the use of conversational technology, because it has possible impacts on the human's paradigms of interaction. The research methodology is qualitative and inductive. An exploratory approach has been developed to investigate this emerging phenomenon with the following research questions as starting points of our empirical investigation. 1. How do employees perceive the use of cognitive technologies such as VA at the workplace? 2. What are the mechanisms of the impact of HMI on IR? 3. How to conceptualize IR in the context of HMI? 3.1. A questionnaire as qualitative instrument. We took a qualitative approach with a structured online questionnaire to collect open answers from virtual assistant users so as to gather data from several points of view and use cases to objectively discover paths and trends which will be deepened further on. Although surveys are traditionally considered by scientists to be a quantitative method, just as interviews are traditionally considered to be a qualitative method, more scientific papers are using qualitative surveys, which lie at the frontier of classical modes. We find studies such as the perception of citizens, assessment of knowledge, attitudes, practices of professionals, and opinions of practitioners. This option operationalized the research by overcoming the difficulties, delays, time, and costs of traditional methods. 33. The questionnaire invited free answers consisting of a section on the experiences of users of chatbots at work, their opinions, as well as demographic information and data privacy agreement. The survey was tested with professional contacts to verify its relevance and to have direct feedback. In form and substance, the questionnaire is suitable for capturing answers for the purposes of the study. Table 1. Qualitative questionnaire. What is your experience with virtual assistants at work? Experiences. 1. What are you using virtual assistants/intelligent agents/chatbots and other cognitive IT for in your work activities? Describe the processes, tasks, and use of chatbots. 2. What has the use of virtual assistants changed for you at your workplace? Time management, tasks, complexity/simplicity with computer tools. 3. What has the use of virtual assistants changed for you within your team? With your colleagues? Managers? Other interlocutors? Opinions. 4. What do you think of human/AI machine interaction? 5. What is your opinion on the human attributes of virtual assistants, language, emotions, interactions, etc.? 6. What are the current strengths and benefits of using virtual assistants? 7. What are the weaknesses, constraints, disadvantages, and fears? 8. What are your wishes and recommendations for the future? Demographic information. Name, occupation, department, industry, sector, country, number of years of work experience, qualifications. 3.2. Data collection from crowdsourcing marketplace. Collecting field data from actual users of virtual assistants is a vital part of the feasibility of this study. Bringing out HR-oriented research axes beyond the innovative technologies is the second challenge. The quality of the data matters as much as the quantity, so as not to limit the first parameters of the study to restricted use cases, but to understand the extent of the phenomenon and the outcomes for generalization. The recruitment of participants was conducted on the Mechanical Turk from Amazon because it is efficient, affordable, and credible in the academic world. Studies show that samples are rather congruent with other samples in terms of demographics and responses to established surveys. 34. The use of this data collection is therefore considered valid and sufficient for the exploratory phase. Regardless of the incentive level, €1, 50 cents, 20 cents, 10 cents, the participation reached the quota and the rejected questionnaire rate was 9%, finally giving a sample of 111 usable responses out of 120. We stopped due to saturation of additional information collected after the fourth round of sending out surveys to new participants. Data file cleanup consisted of rejection of duplicates. A reclassification of the answers was carried out when necessary. The questionnaires remain valid even if they contain invalid answers, then excluded from the process. The consolidated database was imported in NVivo qualitative analysis software to note and categorize the participants' verbatims. Simple statistics are indicative since this instrument was used to capture the voices of the informants to clarify the orientation of the research. Table 2. Simple statistics of MTurk sample. Entries, control variables. Category. Frequency. By countries. USA, 52.47%. India, 24.22%. UK, 18.16%. And 17.15% for others: Brazil, Canada, France, Germany, Japan, Netherlands, Spain, and not specified. By sectors. IT, 41.37%. Finance, private 19.17%. Others, public, private, non-profit, retail, health, media, construction, education, transportation 61.46%. By occupations, job positions. Managers, 29.26%. Supervisors, 9.8%. Employees, 12.11%. Self-employed, 7.6%. Executives, 3.3%. Engineers, 22.20%. Technicians, 4.4%. Quality controllers, 2.2%. Education, 3.3%. Others, administrative, driver, health, pilot, writer, not specified 19.17%. By departments. IT and computer science, 47.42%. Accounting/finance, 12.11%. Sales, marketing, media, 9.8%. Administration, 5.5%. HR, 1%. Quality, 1%. Others, 36.32%. By years of experience. Less than 5 years, 45.41%. 5 to 9 years, 49.44%. 10 years and more, 17.15%. By qualifications. Master degree, MBA, 36.32%. Bachelor degree, 29.26%. High school/college, 5%. Not specified, 41.37%. Users are from private and public sectors and can also be self-employed. The sample is mainly characterized by participants from IT/computer science and finance/accounting departments. 85% have 10-year experience or less, 65% are graduated with a bachelor or master's degree. 3.3. Grounded theory-based results and analysis. We founded our approach on the grounded theory, 42, and the Joya methodology, 16. These constructivist endeavors stimulate the discovery of new theories from empirical insights and ensure rigor in inductive analysis of qualitative unstructured data. The link between the data collected from the informants, first-order concept data-driven, and the theoretical concepts, second-order themes from researchers' voice, help to formulate dynamic relationships. The goal is to overcome the limitations of predefined theories to support the discovery of new hypotheses and concepts that best apply to the study of the human nature in the context of organizational adoption of AI. We gathered diverse materials such as examples of chatbot adoptions for client relation and corporate internal uses. Table 3. Examples of applications from informant statements. For customers' relationship management. Telephonic conversations, when some calls directly go to our virtual assistant. Chatbots are used for website, online chat medium, which give answers to some common answers of questions chatbot transfers to a human. Live chat, omni-channel, connect with potential clients, engage and convert, monitor real-time visitor, do web-based chat reporting, real-time visitor history. To clock in and out from clients' houses, to report changes to clients' conditions, to report mileage, to hear changes in general, to assist our customers online with their queries and information. Gather information about products online and ask various questions about them, pass information to customers on site, and to admit visitors. Calls do not have to stand out like a sore thumb. Integrate customer calls with tools like CRM, ERP, helpdesk software, apps, and websites to unify all your customer information with cloud communication solutions supporting integration with the most popular tools out there. Concierge takes new users step by step through the setup process and is designed to proactively troubleshoot customer issues. Email management and filtering. Setting up autoresponders, MailChimp, booking appointments with clients. At the beginning, it was only able to give 5 answers to direct people to other links. Now the chatbox talks directly to students, same as an agent, University Chatbox website. Personal assistants used to work only for the rich and famous. Not anymore. You can have the site's virtual secretaries do tasks for you, like schedule appointments, set up reservations, or give you a wake-up call even if you are on a trip around the world. For employees. Help employees with various activities like logging in, work details, etc. In the same way that you might use Siri to check when you book a restaurant, you could use it in projects, helping you keep track of meetings and deadlines. The obvious use for virtual assistants within businesses is to simplify personal and collective schedules. It's used for order placement and order search tools to locate inventory company-wide. To pull up relevant customer data on the spot, and it is always available to us. Save a lot of time pulling up information that would take a bit to find and enter into a database. It has minimized the time it takes for searching inventory for a specific product. Marketing managers speed up my workflow by a huge degree. Before I had to search several systems manually, and now the AI performs the task in a very short time. From a general point of view, 3 categories were listed to raise the AI adoption context. These items of context are summarized below. A. Usages. The insights are rich in definitions, terms, features, technologies, and solutions. Participants demonstrate familiarization with virtual assistants and autonomy to search for information related to IA concepts. It is confirmed that the chatbot provides benefits of improving time management, task performance, and simplifying work. But it cannot be confined to a simple tool. We could assess distinct usages for customers, customer/employee relations, and some internally dedicated to employees. Those configurations redefine the interactions as cognitive computing technology is evolution rapidly. Specialists of AI integrative solutions we exchanged with apart from the qualitative survey participants stated the below. Table 4. Evolution of chatbot technologies. Chatbots. For HR we implement processes related to recruitment and human resource planning. Chatbots orchestrators. I already have made chatbots communicate between them, but little or no real use case. Masterbots. On the other hand, a masterbot, yes, a generic bot for the general interactions which then can take the conversation in the silos by use case to improve the comprehension of the intentions in a particular context. It works very well. AI bots. It has been a year we have AI chatbots, IBM Watson assistant style, becoming true virtual agents if they are complemented by visual recognition or Watson discovery type services. We deliver them often and it is appreciated. We also have topics where we combine chatbot and RPA, robotic process automation. B. Gains. The practical and operational use of chatbots is expressed for both organizational and individual earnings. Simplicity with the application is an important component of the study, to release technostress and burnout, seeking a form of interaction repair. 3. The answers confirm a benefit of the use of chatbots on well-being at work by reducing complexity and cognitive load. This data collection revealed emerging characteristics of chatbot adoption, frequency of use, level of the task, possibility of decision support and problem solving, which contribute to the satisfaction of the users. From the human resources point of view, there are suggestions for inclusion, helpful for blind people, and concerns about the future of the workforce. C. Constraints. Moderate reluctance first refers to improving efficiency and reliability of chatbots to understanding and displaying relevant answers. Warning about security and life privacy is mentioned. Even if appreciations seem to give priority to functionalities, the user's cognitive experience is present in criticisms or expectations. This raises the question of anthropomorphism about whether it is essential or secondary, satisfactory, or insufficient to the acceptance of chatbots. Within this context of cognitive assistant usages, the human dimension category appears, composed of two axes. D. Human/chatbot interaction. We can subcategorize users' perception about chatbot human attributes. In those who are pro-anthropomorphism, they appreciate the efforts and eager for more, and those who are moderated about human-like IT systems, thinking that it is not operational and or necessary to go beyond a certain level of emotions and reciprocity for the chatbot to be an efficient interactive AI-enabled solution. Efficiency is critical to successful chatbot acceptance and adoption, giving insights for significant future development and integration across all industries. Table 5. Human dimension, human-machine interaction. Pro-anthropomorphism. VA have store lot of details about these all things. Positive speech. It understands human speech. Nice interactions. Language and interaction both are very important. Language, emotions are useful. More interaction on daily basis like morning greeting and conversation. They have so much interaction with us. Emotion is the main attribute for the human of virtual assistant. Languages should be user-friendly. Make the conversation more real. It can be more interactive. I think that they can mimic those of a human to a very scary degree with a lot of the strengths as a real person, but without the reliability issues. It should be able to know the face reactions. It would be awesome if we got to a point where AI can understand human thoughts. Human attributes are virtual assistants such as emotions more in their heart. Face and voice recognition to judge good person/bad person or thing. Two modes must be there, normal, enhanced. They have developed amazingly to become human-like. To make AI more intuitive and human-like. A computer alone would have a range of emotions far more limited as it wouldn't be able to physically interact with its environment. The more sensory feedback a machine could receive, the wide the range of feelings and emotions it will be able to experience. I wish to give equal feeling to robot. That they learn more variety of languages. One of AI's futures is imagined as a wise and patient Jeeves to our mentally negligible Bertie Wooster selves. Jeeves. What do you care what other machines think? To do so would require a deep understanding of human interaction. Moderated about anthropomorphism. At this time, it is somewhat early to control the virtual assistants in all the ways such as to find our emotions. They are little human-like. Is like talking to a robot, but it is not a necessity to make them look like humans. The real need is the accuracy in their tasks. They do not have emotions and their reactions are simulated. Let the world become uncluttered, i.e. minimal use of gadgets/vehicles/accessories, and a less complex and competitive place to live in where we can breathe freely. Simply is the world. I believe it'll take a long time for them to resemble human, but I still think we'll be able to relate to the virtual assistants of today and still be comfortable with them. Language is little bit different because many languages in world, emotions are not so useful in AI, interactions are so much impersonal in AI. Lack real emotions and understanding. Business. I am not a big fan of anthropomorphism when it comes to AI and technologies. Don't use it too much. Do not use. Don't give them too much power. They are useful but not attached to them. Efficiency. Boldness, make them more affordable. Smarter. Smooth and easier. Simplicity. More intelligent. More accurate AI. More accuracy. Confidence. Knowledgeable. Hard work dedication. Very effective and interactive nature. So much of fast loading and interesting application to do. General information. Approaches and tools that you can use to develop a chatbot. As the technology improves, it will likely be used more. Actually, with regular updates, it is here to stay for the great future. Better accent identification and understanding. Better accuracy, especially in verbal communication. Otherwise, I like chatbots and AI development. Future, we have more technology than present. Better accuracy in the interpretation of commands. Improve the speed of the recognition command of the virtual assistant. Use of a very knowledgeable one. English language. Set clear and reasonable expectation. Improve language barrier and understanding. It should develop itself. I would like the AI to be higher functioning to search throughput other programs. Train your assistants. Just keep trying. Test, smiley face. Future of Chatbot adoption. To keep the trend of improvement. It is improving well. A few years ago it was awful. This is more helpful for the future generation. In future life it is useful for young people. They need to be more widely used in and out of the workplace. It's very useful and do specialized projects. I wish and hope they continue growing and become totally self-reliant in the future. I wish that the virtual assistants would become even more common. In future we need more facilities to VA. I hope AI is deployed in every sector so that office and other work becomes more easy and efficient. I wish that they be incorporated into even more customer service scenarios and across more sectors as a whole. Good. Nice. All is well. More good future. Great future. It is useful for future. I recommend. Yes, recommended. I hope AI increases during the next years. Carry on with the R&D and mind ethics. Have a good update. New one. IT new technology development. I wish the future should be fully automated with the help of these virtual assistants. To grow better. Interpersonal relationships. Some informants found improvement and enrichment of communication, while some noticed a decrease in human interactions, allowing us to get to the heart of the matter to understand what would motivate the substitution of the human contact by the personal assistant. An explanation could be that the latter is found more reliable than spending time and attempts to get to people and management. The new structuration of communication also seems to be a consequence of resource and workforce reallocation due to chatbot adoption. Other participants stated that there has been no impact in the relationships. Therefore, this phenomenon can generate paradoxes of perception that we could seek to explain by the profile of users, demographic data, and characteristics of the work environment, organizational structure, corporate culture, etc. The personality inclination to task orientation or social orientation seems to be a determining component of users' expectations about virtual assistants, and of a relational balance to be found between functionalities and anthropomorphism to meet the real individual's needs. Table 6. Human dimension, general impacts of chatbot adoption on humans augmenting human relations. More time to discuss important things. Make communications easier. It helps at another level of communication. It is mostly about time management and efficiency in communication. Reducing human relations. They make it so we don't talk in person anymore. There is less interaction. It takes more time to get a human contact and to management. So, the chatbot is more reliable in general than relaying messages back and forth in person or over the phone. No effects. Nothing to my knowledge. The relations are the same, so it changes little to nothing. No change. We don't. No. None. Nothing like that. Resource allocation. It has saved a lot of time and manpower which are now directed to where they are better needed. Provided staff more time to focus on less simple customer service related issues. It makes leisure time to take commands. Workforce. AI would have a low error rate compared to humans if coded properly. AI can overcome humans. Non-permanent staff are not motivated to perform. Many staffs are absence of mind. Weak points of humans are behavior. It has made teams smaller and reduced jobs. I think we should take advantage of technology to make humans perform better, smarter and more efficient, and to take over roles humans cannot do effectively. In future, virtual assistants will be more important than human workers. Artificial intelligence should not be the future and give room to man. My wishes are that autonomous robots don't take over the workplace. Chatbot users acknowledged a positive change in interpersonal relationships with colleagues. Related or not to the improvement of interaction with colleagues, participants observed benefits on teamwork dynamics. However, the relationship with managers is reported to decrease, as personal agents are handling management roles. Table 7. Human dimension, interpersonal relationships. With colleagues. To manage time effectively with my colleague. VA made us more task-oriented and job-oriented, also reduces mental pressure in our colleagues. With team. Teach and learn from each other. Collaborate on lesson plans. Share what works. Start a blog. Build your own social network. Take on big projects. Get feedback. We are more organized. Start working with your team remotely. Gathering the teamwork. It was helping to work as a team. The use of this is to simplify collective schedules. It has made things much more seamless for my team and everyone that works directly with my team. In my team, this virtual assistant changed the conventional way of approaching things. With managers. It has definitely made less human contact and communication between employees and management. I barely ever speak to management in person now and can't remember the last time I spoke with my bosses. Intelligent user interfaces are a way to manage. Managers' phone systems an hour of operation. Good for managing. With other interlocutors. Yes, helped us a lot with our customers. These make my interlocutors very satisfied with the quality of my work. Moreover, the data collected allow us to make strong links between theory and practice, and create a dynamic of relationships toward the emergence of a conceptual model in the area of AI and human nature. Usages, gains and constraints determine the level of HMI, which affects the interpersonal relationships depending on the levels of performance and socialization of the intelligent assistant. This phenomenon impacts socio-behavioral organizational outcomes. P.S. See Appendix for figure, conceptual model. 4. Discussion and conclusion. This empirical study has generated fruitful insights, while contributing to scientific literature and discussions about the need for psychological approaches to cognitive assistant organizational adoption. The anthropomorphism necessity is an interesting avenue, since cooperation with a simple chatbot would be more favorable than with a complex one that causes intense cognitive and affective reactions. 6. On the other side, studies showed that employees became more attached to their organization and had more beneficial results when they had strong psychological ties to others at work from adjustment of their relational needs. 11. We propose the following hypotheses formulated from the literature insights and the survey findings. Table 8. Hypotheses from exploratory phase. H1. Human/chatbot interaction reduces the user's relationship with the manager, superior. H2. Human/chatbot interaction has a positive effect on the user's relationship with colleagues, peers. H3. The relationship between the organizational adoption of chatbots and the team performance is positive. The theoretical model may be developed around the constructs of Stefanidis for HMI and Emilova for IR. Hypotheses will also arise when seeking the correlation effect, moderator, mediator, or no effect, and the integration of control variables into the model to contextualize the observations and probably explain the paradoxes observed during the exploratory phase. The organizational adoption of virtual assistants impacts the global communication of the company. The integration of chatbots therefore affects the practices of access and information sharing between agents, which has consequences on the relational dynamics. The pursuit of this research could lead to the development of a theory of communication and interpersonal relationships in the context of organizational adoption of artificial intelligence. The contribution of this study for academic research lies in the wealth of field data collected. The opportunity of a multidisciplinary IS/HR subject is also beneficial to both fields, to engage future studies and experiments on information and communication workflow. A better understanding of the human concerns in the AI context is essential to apprehend AI adoption impacts on individual cognition and interaction. In terms of limitations, the field of research is not sufficient for in-depth studies and contextualization for generalization about the AI multiple solutions. Also, interpersonal relationship theories are insufficient to establish the current state of human relations to correlate with HMI. The exploratory phase helped to enlighten the maturation of research avenues in IA and human beings. Recommendations for the future are to understand the conditions of adoption of virtual assistants for a hybrid human/AI collaboration based on, first, the presence of relevant interpersonal relationships, and second, the quality of these interpersonal relationships as conditions to individual satisfaction and collective performance in an IA work environment.
5. References. The references below are also available in text format. See Appendix 2. 1. Abadi A., Karioke, Foso Wamba S., Badot 2019. Is Waze joking? Perceived irrationality dynamics in user-robot interactions, Proceedings of the 52nd Hawaii International Conference on System Sciences, Hicks, pages 5007 to 5016. 2. Abu Shawar B., Atwell E. 2007, Chatbots, Are They Really Useful? LDV Forum, Band 22, 1, 29-49. 3, 44. Araujo T. 2018, Living Up to the Chatbot Hype, The Influence of Anthropomorphic Design Cues and Communicative Agency Framing on Conversational Agent and Company Perceptions, Computers in Human Behavior, 85-183-189. 4. Atanasoff L., Venable M. 2017, Technostress, Implications for Adults in the Workforce, Career Development Quarterly, Volume 65 Issue 4, p. 326-338. 13p. 5. Banks J. 2019, A Perceived Moral Agency Scale, Development and Validation of a Metric for Humans and Social Machines, Computers in Human Behavior. Volume 90, 363. 6. Kikanowski L., Prtsagolinska A., Magnuski M., Peter Glure P. 2019, In the Shades of the Uncanny Valley, An Experimental Study of Human Chatbot Interaction, Future Generation Computer Systems, 27p. 7, 33. Chad E., Autumn E., Brett S., Shalling L., Noel M. 2019, Evaluations of an Artificial Intelligence Instructor's Voice, Social Identity Theory in Human-Robot Interactions, Computers in Human Behavior. Volume 90, p. 357. 8. Chalia J. 2019, Will Artificial Intelligence Usurp White-Collar Jobs? Human Resource Management International Digest, 2017, Volume 25, Issue 3, pages 1-3. 9. Dale R., 2016, The Return of Chatbots, Natural Language Engineering, Cambridge University Press, 22, 5, 811-817. 10. Derican C. 2015, The Impacts of Robotics, Artificial Intelligence on Business and Economics, Social and Behavioral Sciences, Volume 195, pages 564-573. 11. Earhart K., Rajans B.R. 2019, Relational Attachment at Work, A Complementary Fit Perspective on the Role of Relationships in Organizational Life, Academy of Management Journal, Volume 62, No. 1, p. 248-282. 12. Elliott C. 2018, Chatbots Are Industry's New Conversation Piece, The Washington Post. 13. Emilova I. 2014, Expressions of Interpersonal Relationships in the Organization, Business Management, 14p. 14. Fryer L. K., Ainley M., Thompson A., Gibson A., Sherlock C. 2017, Stimulating and Sustaining Interest in a Language Course, An Experimental Comparison of Chatbot and Human Task Partners, Computers in Human Behavior, 75 to 461 to 468. 15. Fryer L. K. Nakao K. Thompson A. 2019, Chatbot Learning Partners, Connecting Learning Experiences, Interest and Competence, Computers in Human Behavior, 93 to 279 to 289. 16. Joya D., Corley K., Hamilton A. 2013. Seeking Qualitative Rigor in Inductive Research, Notes on the Joya Methodology, Organizational Research Methods, 16, 1, p15 p31. 17. Hadro I., Yusliza Muhammad Y. 2015, User Characteristics as Antecedents of Techno-Stress Towards EHRM. From Experts' Views, Social and Behavioral Sciences, Volume 172, p.134 to 141. 18. Hill J., Randolph Ford W., Ferreras G. I., 2015, Real Conversations with Artificial Intelligence, a comparison between human-human online conversations and human chatbot conversations, Computers in Human Behavior, 49, p. 245 to 250. 19. Jarahi M.H. 2018, Artificial Intelligence and the Future of Work, Human-AI Symbiosis in Organizational Decision-Making, Business Horizons, 61, 577 to 586. 20. Lemanan S., Warner M., Sisbet E. A., Claudic A., Alami R. 2016, Artificial Cognition for Social Human-Robot Interaction and Implementation, Artificial Intelligence, Volume 247, p.45 to 69. 21. Log J., Minson J., Moore D. 2019, Algorithm Appreciation, People Prefer Algorithmic to Human Judgment, Organizational Behavior and Human Decision Processes 151 p.90 to 103. 22. Lopatovska I., Rink K., Knight I., Rains K., Kosenza K. 2018, Talk to Me, Exploring User Interactions with the Amazon Alexa, Journal of Librarianship and Information Science, p. 1 to 14. 23. Mathieson S.A., 2018, Chatbots Demonstrate Diverse Range of Uses, Computer Weekly, p. 2125. 24. Marion L. 2018, Blockchain, Chatbots, and AI Could Reinvent Corporate Finance. Over the next several years, CFOs and their finance organizations will be able to tap three key technologies to make their business processes better, faster and less expensive: IDG Communications, Business Source Complete, P11. 25. Maydrink J., Boons M., Keegan A., Janet Marler J. 2018, Special Issue of the IDRM, Digitization and the Transformation of Human Resource Management, Call for Paper, The International Journal of Human Resource Management, 7p. 26. Mo E., Shu K. 2017, The Media Inequality, Comparing the Initial Human-Human and Human-AI Social Interactions, Computers in Human Behavior, Volume 72, .432 to 440. 27. Mustafa A. 2017, Meet the Next Messenger, EPMOs can boost their efficiency by using chatbots to automate basic tasks, Prime Minister Network. Volume 31 Issue 7, p. 2222. 28. News RX, 2018, Employees and Managers Will Like This. Kronos introduces scheduling chatbot for workplace by Facebook, Journal of Engineering, 176. 29. O'Brien J. 2019, 5 Technology Trends That Are Changing Business Communication, Communication World, P14. 30. Research and Markets, 2019, Global AI-Based Chatbot Market by Type, Use Case, Deployment Type, Value Chain Component, Market Segment, Industry Vertical, Region, and Country, 2019 to 2024, Business Wire. 31. Revel, T. 2017, Chatbot Talks Up Corporate Team Building, New Scientist, 3144, 10. 32. Sarner M. 2018, Harassed at Work? Talk to the HR Chatbot, The Times London, England, 5. 33, Satius B., Smith N., Midden C. 2018, The Qualitative Descriptive Approach in International Comparative Studies, Using Online Qualitative Surveys, International Journal of Health Policy Management, 7-9, 778-781. 34, Sheehan K. 2017, Crowdsourcing Research, Data Collection with Amazon's Mechanical Turk, Communication Monographs, 85-1, 140-156. 35, Sheth B. 2018, Chatbots Are the New HR Managers, Strategic HR Review, Volume 17 Issue 3, p. 162-163. 36, Stephanides, C. 2019, New Perspectives into Human-Computer Interaction. User Interfaces for All Concepts, Methods, and Tools, 3-20. 37, Thorne C. 2017, Chatbots for Troubleshooting, A Survey, Language and Linguistics Compass, Volume 11 Issue 10, 14p. 38, Tabenkin D. 2019, The Robots Are Coming, Harness the Power of Automation or Risk Being Automated Out of Your HR Job, HR Magazine, Volume 64, Issue 1, p. 5864. 39, Tucci C., Lonzola G., 2018, Digital Transformation, What is New If Anything? Academy of Management Discovery, Special Issue, Call for Papers, 11p. 40, Visser, J., Da, E., Packar, H. Shaw T. 2018, From Automation to Autonomy, The Importance of Trust Repair in Human-Machine Interaction, Ergonomics, 6110, p. 1409-1427. 41, Von Crow G. 2018, Artificial Intelligence in Organizations, New Opportunities for Phenomenon-Based Theorizing, Academy of Management Discovery, Volume 4, No. 4, p. 404-409. 42, Visky M., C. Jurisk M., W. Yetton P., Kramar H. 2017, Grounded Theory Methodology in Information Systems Research, Mies Quarterly Volume 41 No. 3, pages 685-701. 43, Shu K. Lombard M. 2017, Persuasive Computing, Feeling Peer Pressure from Multiple Computer Agents, Computers in Human Behavior. Volume 74, p. 152, 11. For reminder, the references are available in text format, see Appendix 2.
Sarah FEBRISSY, qualified with a BAA, DESS, MS, MSc, M2 in HR, is a highly skilled human resource professional with more than 15 years' experience in quality management and change management. She has worked in various companies and sectors, has been a coordinator of many digital project implementations. She has intellectually explored the potential of scientific research towards socioeconomic developments that would be consistent with societal progress. She is actively and objectively involved in contributing to the contemporary challenges of management, specifically the quality and ethics of professional relationships in the socio-professional environment. This has been the academic article titled, "Does the interaction between human and artificial intelligence machine reduce the interpersonal relationships at the workplace?" The use case of virtual assistant or chatbot. Written by Sarah FEBRISSY, narrated by Sasha John, copyright 2022, Sarah FEBRISSY. Production copyright 2022 by Sarah FEBRISSY. The end.